to our 2023 career series on nutrition as a versatile career option by the School of Health Sciences International Medical University. Yeah, my name is Dr. Serene and I will be your moderator for today's session. We have a total of 4 live talk series which will be happening every fortnightly starting from today. And today's session is entitled Nutrition as a Career, Are You a Right Fit? And then, on the 8th of July, there will be Nutrition Entrepreneurship, Opportunity for Businesses and Growth. 22nd of July, Eating for Health and Wellness, Novel Ingredients on the Plate. And on the 5th of August, Improving Health Status for the Nation Bite by Bite. So please mark your calendar with these dates, okay, so that you won't miss any of this series. Now, together with us today, we have invited 4 distinguished speakers, Ms. Ranita and also Ms. Jess, who are our 2 successful alumni currently working in the nutrition industry to share with us their journey as a nutritionist thus far. We also have with us today Dr. Megan, the Program Director for Nutrition in IMU, and also Dr. Tan Siyan, the Deputy Center Director for Nutrition Science, all the way from Deakin University, Australia. So now before we begin, let me quickly share some housekeeping rules with regards to today's webinar. Now, audiences, please take note that we have muted the microphone for all attendees. So for all questions and feedback, please use the Q&A panel instead. Now, please be informed also that this live webinar will also be recorded and made available after the session for viewing. Now, without further ado, let us welcome our first speaker for today, which is Ms. Ranita Krishnamurthy. And she's currently the Service Excellence and also the PMO lead of Healthify Me to share with us, her journey thus far as a nutritionist. Now, over to you, Ms. Ranita.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to IMU's live talk, Nutrition as a Career, Are You a Right Fit? I'm so glad to welcome all of y'all to today's talk as we will be sharing about our experience working as a nutritionist and also how IMU, shaped us to where we are today. I'm just going to share my screen. Okay, so allow me to introduce you all to where I'm working right now, which is Healthify Me. I'm going to share a bit about where I'm working now, what we do, and then I will move on to what I did after my graduation in IMU in 2015. NT115 batch. And after that, I'm going to share with you what is my role currently with Healthify Me and how IMU shaped me to where I am today. So Healthify Me, for y'all that do not know about Healthify Me, our vision is to mainly healthify 1 billion lives in the world globally. Right now, we are visible around 30 million people are on our app with Healthify Me. Healthify Me is basically a health app that provides both fitness and diet services. So the people that you see here are actually those faces behind the app Healthify Me in Malaysia and Singapore. Healthify Me, of course, like I said, we provide both fitness and diet services, and we have various plans and various services to B2C and now moving into B2B. Our clients range from 60% females and also 40% males. All right, just a bit about Healthify Me. We are available both in App Store and Google Play Store. All right, and we also have, right now we have 6 plans in Southeast Asia, which covers Malaysia, Singapore, and Indonesia. We have the Pro plan, which covers either a fitness or diet coach. We have Pro plan, which covers diet and fitness coach, and Pro Plus, where we've partnered with Abbott and we have this product that is called the continuous glucose monitor that tracks your sugar level for 24 hours, 14 days. So I'll go more into that later on. And just a bit more about our product, Healthify Me. What we service to our clients, of course, is to understand their calorie requirements. From there, our nutritionist and fitness trainer will curate personalized diet and workout plans for them. to reach their goals. And of course, our coaches are trained to give motivational interviewing and also to enhance behavior change with our clients. So they are trained to question their clients through open-ended questions. And of course, we have a new product, which is our Smart Scale and our continuous glucose monitor. So like I shared with y'all, CGM is basically a continuous glucose monitor that tracks your sugar level for 24 hours for 14 days. And we also have a Smart Scale that has about 12 body parameters where our fitness coach have insights about their clients' Smart Scale parameters. And from there, our fitness coach will be able to give a more personalized advice and help the client reach their goals. So I'm just going to share a bit about Healthify Me through this testimonial video where we traveled to Indonesia in February and we shot a video for her.
Hi, I'm Yagika. My friends call me Yaya. I'm a marketeer by profession, which means my job requires me to keep sitting. I go out, I socialize, I network, which translates into too much of drinks and too much of lunch and dinners. So I'm a borderline cholesterol patient. I have many underlying issues as well. The reality of when you're traveling is that you cannot carry your trainers or your dietitians along, but with Healthify Me, you can. So what happens is my trainer and my dietitian could be anywhere globally, but all I have to do is just sync our time zones and I can do a video call, a group chat. So what happens is when I'm exercising, they would actually get on a video call and they would be very particular of how my body posture is. Not taking care of myself, I'm being taken care of. But it was so simple. It was just an applicator. You put it in and it goes in. And all I have to do is keep scanning before and after meal. So I'm not pricking my finger before and after every meal. It just makes my life so easy. They spend that one-to-one time with me, that investment of time, which really makes me feel so cared. And most importantly, they're so motivating. She knows so much about my body, yes, even more than I do. And then she would advise me how to be using those equipments and minutely observe and detail out on my body posture as well. While my diet coach, Melody, she would understand my cravings and she would just let me be me while altering my diet a little. And that is where my metabolic age kind of reversed. We people don't realize that 80% of your mental health is actually conditioned and comes from your physical health. But the constant motivation, coaches, the constant parameters that we're showing, and the fluctuations of my group, I think that is what kept me pumped up. I'm more energetic, I'm more lively, I feel definitely more confident. Understand your body, invest in your health. You should build a sustainable, healthy future. So what I'm capable of doing at the moment, I want to be able to do this in my 60s, 70s, 80s, till whatever and whenever I'm alive. And if you need any kind of motivation, do not shy away from seeking help like I did from Healthify Me.
All right, hope that video gave you all some insights about what our company does and what is the role of the nutritionist for Healthify Me. So just to give you all a snapshot of what my career journey was and how I ended up in Healthify Me. So of course, I graduated from IMU. I was in the NT115 batch. And from there, before I graduated, I was, of course, posted to do my clinical internship as well as my industry internship. So we were given an opportunity to choose whether we want to go into public relations or we want to go into sports nutrition or marketing nutrition. So my interest at that point was sports nutrition. Why I joined the nutrition course in IMU is because I was very interested about staying healthy, keeping fit, and also eating the right food. So sports nutrition was something that I was very interested in. And there was also a field visit that we had in our first semester that inspired me to work with the National Sports Institute. So that is where I had my 3 months internship with National Sports Institute, which was located in Bukit Jalil and is located in Bukit Jalil. And that is where I got experience working with athletes from diverse sports, from rugby, badminton, Paralympic athletes, swimmers, yeah, and so many gymnasts, and it was very, very enlightening as a nutritionist from IMU. And I also had experience working in the public health clinic in Kelana Jaya. That was a ground where I really learned a lot, especially in the public setting. So I still remember on my first day when I walked into the public health clinic and when I spoke to the senior nutritionist there, I felt confident and I felt like this was my place and I am, on the right path. And I was so grateful that I did the course nutrition. And I personally believe that IMU equipped me to become a very confident and also a person that is ready to, be out there in the professional setting. And and that is when I knew, like, the course that I did in nutrition was going to set me ahead with a wide career moving forward. And then after I completed my internship, of course, I had to find a job because I did not get absorbed into the government setting, of course. So that's when I went and applied for jobs, and then I got, within less than 3 weeks, I got a job with UltraWorks, a healthcare communications company, where they work very closely with Malaysian associations, Malaysian pediatric associations. They work very closely with big multinational companies, pharmaceutical companies that produce nutraceutical supplements. And so my role with UltraWorks was a healthcare communications executive. So everything behind and everything backstage of a healthcare event or a healthcare seminar or a summit, that is my role. So everything regarding communication, working with the marketing team, working with the media team, interviewing people, producing materials, that was my role. And I believe IMU prepared me for that because I was not able to multitask without that experience in IMU. So that definitely prepared me for that. And then moving forward, I went on into the retail platform where I worked with Sunway Pharmacy. And there I definitely had a very good career journey where I was able to apply whatever I learned in IMU from the subjects that covered nutraceuticals, how certain food impacts certain foods, how certain medications impact certain food absorption, and how milks absorb vitamin C absorption. So all that I learned in IMU, I was able to apply with Sunway Pharmacy. And of course, with Sunway Pharmacy, I was given the opportunity to give corporate talks, live sessions with the Sunway for the Sunway employees, and it just was a very it was very empowering working with Sunway Pharmacy as a nutritionist there, because I was one of the only nutritionists there. And then I decided to challenge myself even more, and then I did my master's in public health. And then I decided to, apply for a career that revolved around nutrition still, because I was still passionate about what I did in IMU. And then I applied for Healthify Me, and with my background in nutrition and with my degree from IMU, I was roped into Healthify Me. And that was when I was first working as a service excellence and project management office lead for about 6 months, and then I moved to manager for SEA business. So in the service excellence and PMO lead, there are a few roles that was required of me, which was, of course, to drive performance, do ground level feedbacks, work in the PMO, place myself in coach's position, as well as reporting of our Southeast Asia service performance. So in Healthify Me, there's a sales aspect and service aspect. So in service aspect is where the dietitians and nutritionists play a role. So there I was in driving performance. I had to ensure that, the team leaders that would take care of the service dietitians in Indonesia, Malaysia, and Singapore were maximizing their potential and that is through me driving the performance through data and metrics with working very closely with data analysts. And of course, in the PMO job scope, I was given the opportunity to travel, to manage, and also to experience networking with different clientele, and also place myself, of course, in the position of a nutritionist. And of course, one-on-one was important to ensure ground level feedbacks and understand any complaints or any challenges going on ground, to ensure that we provide a solution to ensure that we have a good app for our clientele. And lastly, reporting of our SEA service performance. So how our dietitians and nutritionists do counseling to their clients. All of these were very important. So I worked very closely with the subject matter expert, the QA team, and to ensure that, you know, the consultation was done well. And of course, through my experience in healthcare communications and working with Sunway Pharmacy, I landed a role in service excellence lead. And which I was able to apply what I learned in nutrition, of course. And then I moved on as a manager in Southeast Asia, for the Southeast Asia business that covers Indonesia, Singapore, and Malaysia. And here now, this is my role where I have to, where I'm required to attend leadership meetings weekly and report to our CEO on how our Southeast Asia team is doing, and work very closely with the team leaders from both sales and services across Southeast Asia on a daily basis. And also, you know, to ensure advancement of our app and also advancement of the service that we give clients, I have to do market research of different nutrition plans that are being done probably in Indonesia or Singapore, and how we can prepare reports that would, you know, benefit to the market that we are servicing. And of course, planning the profit and loss sheet every month before the month comes by, and working very closely with the data analytics team as well as the QA team to ensure that quality is always maintained, and of course, driving business and partnerships with many private and public entities. And how IMU's curriculum prepared me for where I am today, I would say, is definitely through the whole curriculum itself. The whole 3 years program was very, how would I say, especially the last year, the research methods and research project, we were exposed to a lot of teamwork, a lot of one-on-one with our lecturers, with the public, data analysis, writing, researching, and critical thinking skills. All this definitely was very worth it. At first, I was, you know, thinking, why is the research module such a high credit module? But without research, our role as a nutritionist would not be impactful in the outside world. So the research aspect that IMU has for us, and the high credit module of that, is very, very something that I really definitely cherish till today, because it shaped me to be the professional person that I am, and also shaped me to be a very critical thinking, to be very critical in my thinking, and also improved my research, whether it is in nutrition, whether it is in business, or whether it's in marketing. It definitely garnered my research skills in everywhere that I am, in everywhere that I went. And of course, presentation skills in all the subjects that we had throughout our many semesters. It could be daunting to see like seven subjects in one semester, but trust me, all the subjects were designed in a way to complement each other. And when you sit for the exam, you are able to apply different subjects that you learn into different exams. So it was, at the end of the day, it was very rewarding. We were able to relate this subject to this subject, and at the end of the day, you're able to look at the overall picture. So IMU definitely improved my overall look at nutrition, and of course, presentation skills that comes with all our subjects. It improved my public speaking skill. I used to be a person who was not very confident to speak in front of people I don't know, but definitely IMU shaped me to who I am today, to be able to speak without, being shy. And the interview and the Q&A sessions that we have during presentations is so important, because our lecturers, ask us questions that are very critical thinking. So that actually shaped me to be more critical in my thinking. And of course, teamwork. Without a successful and an impactful presentation, without teamwork, we aren't able to have a successful and an impactful presentation. So of course, teamwork built my teamwork skills. And of course, lecturers. Overall 3 years, all my lecturers till date, I can vouch that all of them was so helpful, whether it was semester 1, semester 2, till the last semester. All of them were always ready to help. I still remember I was a student who always had questions to ask, and I would always just shoot an email to a lecturer and ask these slides. I'll screenshot this slide and ask, can you please explain further about this slide? And what IMU really gave us was a safe space to always ask lecturers, and within like a less than 24 hours, our lecturers will reply us with a very detailed and very easy to understand answers. So if you're a very proactive student, and if you're very interested to know more about that particular subject, reach out to your lecturers, and they are very, very kind and very helpful to you. And the mentor-mentee system is something that I really appreciate from IMU. This is something that is not just a system that is there. It is a system that actually is there and works till date. Till today, I'm still close to my mentor. And although she's not my mentor anymore, like how she was in IMU, but that bond, that motherhood bond or that fatherhood bond with your mentor is something that you would always cherish, because they're always looking out for you wherever you go, whatever you do. They're always there, to see whether you're on track, to see whether you are happy at where you are, and always giving you opportunities. Like my lecturers still today, Dr. Snigdha, Dr. Megan, Dr. Sangeeta, still reach out to me and still, share opportunities for me to develop my professional skills. And it is a long-term bond that you have with your lecturers in IMU, and it's definitely a uni that I still keep to heart. And yeah, this is how IMU's curriculum prepared me, and it's still preparing me till today. Thank you.
Oh, thank you, Ranita. That's actually very impressive. Yeah, again, regards to your nutrition experience and also your journey there. It's good to hear that IMU has shaped you, okay, for the career that you're actually currently in, yeah, and it has prepared you definitely for what is ahead. Now, I'm sure the audience, yeah, okay, that is currently with us today now are very excited with what you have shared and want to know more. Yeah, but let's hear from okay, our next speaker first. Yeah, okay, Miss Jess Tan. Okay, we will have our Q&A session in a while. Okay, now if you do have questions, you can actually post them in the Q&A panel. Yeah. So next up, we have Miss Jess Tan, who is also a very successful alumni of ours, an IMU graduate, who is actually currently serving as a senior executive with Danone Specialized Nutrition. Now, Jess, are you there? Yeah.
Yes, Dr. Sari, I'm here.
Yes, great. Yeah, okay. Over to you, yeah?
All right, thank you. Thank you, Dr. Sari. So I will share my slides first. Let me know if you all can see. So, okay, so thank you. Thank you, Dr. Megan. So without further ado, thank you, Dr. Sari, for the kind introduction, and good afternoon, everyone. So I'm Jess, and I will be going to share the journey that leads me to where I am today. While it's not my destination yet, but those are my footprints that slowly brings me to where I am today. So, okay, we start. We let the journeys begin, all right? So in this sharing, I have made it into 5 different parts. I will be starting with some brief details about me, and followed by some photos and showing the exciting and memorable moments in IMU. Then I will also share some of my working experiences after I graduated from IMU. Of course, I will be sharing what builds the foundation for kickstarting the nutrition career. And finally, I will end my sharing with some thoughts and things I wish I knew earlier. Right? So about me. So yes, I'm Jess, graduated from the class of NT115, actually same as Ranita. So I'm so proud to be awarded as a best nutrition student and achieve first class honor during my graduation, my degree graduation. Also, I have further studied master in clinical nutrition at UKM and obtained first class honor, which then I complete another 1 year of internship in Nestle as well. So, and now I'm being employed in Dana Specialized Nutrition, Senjam Berhad, which is located in Malaysia. So just similar to every one of you who is really interested to enroll in nutrition course, right? I studied pure science stream during my secondary school, which included physics, chemistry, biology. Then after that, I straight away joined foundation in science at Utah for my pre-U studies. So I'm that old that IMU previously didn't have any foundation in science. So I have to complete my foundation in science at Utah. So after that, with my results in foundation in science, I enrolled into IMU nutrition course. And today I'm going to share my journey before I enter to UKM, or else it's going to be longer than the time allocated. So exciting moments and memorable moments in IMU. So during the first semester, I think I will need to have my pointer here. So during the first semester, you can see we as a whole cohort actually did a silent drama for the English for communication course. So it's very silent. We use body language to convey the drama. And then also then in semester 2, these events were one of the most anticipating events in IMU, which was the Food Cultural Day. So you can see from the photo here, everyone got to dress those traditional clothes and try those traditional dishes. So including like the first ever, that was my first time trying natto from Japan, and then I also tried hummus, Vietnamese roll, kimchi, so on and so forth. Then during semester 3, I actually joined the main committee for orientation for our junior batch. It was very challenging. As you imagine, we need to learn how to manage 100+ of people for this event. And during semester 4, we also had a food service assignment whereby we need to prepare healthy and delicious, delicious meal and sell it to other people. So it's ready from the scratch, from menu planning, sourcing for ingredients, cooking, cutting, and then advertising, sell it to all your colleagues, lecturers, public, friends, and relatives. So this is where you got a hands-off of how to run a restaurant. Then we also had the largest event in IMU, which was the Health Promotion Week. The nutrition and dietetics students actually collaborated together and carry out a very informative and influential events for the people in IMU, including all the uni-mates from other courses like dentistry, medical, psychology, so on and so forth. So this is just one of the other day in the Health Promotion Week only. We actually carry out 1 full week for this. Then during semester 5, yes, what Ranita has said, actually I think we spent about 1 year time to prepare for our research. So we very heavily focus on our research project. This was the time where you need to apply whatever you have learned in previous years. And you also need to use your critical thinking skill to write your thesis. And after that, we also got the chance to join the scientific conference and present our thesis poster over there to all the attendees. So I also got the Best Poster Awards Consolation Prize out, but this is our research project. And after all the academic years, tired of sitting in the class lecture rooms, tired of doing all the assignments, we all started with our internship journey. So we had 2 months in clinic kesehatan and 4 months in private industry. So during the clinic kesehatan internship, right, we really got to experience the role of nutritionist in a public setting. And we also able to experience what are the roles of nutritionists in private setting. And in this private industry, we got to choose. So for mine, I actually chose to be in the manufacturing plant site, the manufacturing plant site as a QA, QC trainee, quality assurance and quality check training. So, and of course, after all these academies, all these at the academy experience and all the internships, we graduated after, and we were, I would say that at this moment, every one of us, every colleagues are ready to be in the workforce. You got me? So I will be sharing my working experience after my internship. So I actually very fortunate enough to get a job opportunity right after my internship. So I joined Mega BioLife for 1 year plus before I decided to further study my master. So in Mega BioLife, I actually involved in product trainer, nutrition consultant, and as a content developer. So as you can see, product trainer. Product trainer is to share the product knowledge and information to internally and externally. So internally is including every staff who joins the company, or you want to give the updates to all the colleagues in your company. Externally will be the pharmacists, nutritionists, product advisor, of course, the general public. So I was there to share all these product informations. And then as for nutrition consultant, I was required to go onto the ground and do all the health screening tests for the general public. And we were required to give the nutritional advices to the end consumer. So as you can see from the photos, I was actually providing the nutritional advice to the elderly on the calcium intake. And last but not least, during the time which I don't need to travel, as you can see, I always travel to give some public talks or giving the nutritional consultation on the ground. When the time I didn't need to travel, I also helped the company to develop some of the content like leaflets, brochure, or some articles. And then in additional, I was also lucky enough to be invited as one of the speakers for these private events. So you can see I also share our product information together with Trilling. Okay, so after that, I actually further study my master in UKM about 1.5 year time, and then it's including 1 year of 1 year of internship in Nestle. So after the Nestle internship, I was so lucky enough to join Danone immediately. So in Danone, I also have 3 main roles as well, which involves as a product specialist, product titular, and activities executor. So the product specialist is of course to know and understand the products in details. It's like from what is inside the milk formula, what is the ingredients, key ingredients, until the availability in the market. And this is to equip yourself whenever the HCP, healthcare professional asking or any inquiries, you're able to react. Okay, so for product titular, as I mentioned, I'm a product titular. I will also need to share the information with all the healthcare professionals that I'm meeting every day, including doctors, pediatricians, ONG, pharmacists, nutritionists, dietitians from private and government setting. All right, and then last but not least, of course, activities executor. The activities here will be referring to the educational booth that health in the medical setting, like hospital, or even some of the virtual tasks that carried out by the company. I will be responsible to manage the smooth process of it, like ensuring the attendance, and then the contents, the flow, and then also sharing the product information appropriately. Okay, so these are my job experiences. And then after sharing both studying and working experiences, right, let's talk about what builds the foundation of it. So whatever I shared earlier is actually just part of what nutrition graduate can become in the future. So actually, nutrition graduate can go into different settings like public health, like those who love to be in community setting, PKM, clinical kesehatan, nutrition and health education, like Dr. Megan, Dr. Serin, and Dr. Tan, as a program coordinator to give as work as a health educator. And then also Ranita is giving the weight management and nutrition consulting at the same time. Or we do have a seniors who joined ISM before, Institute Sukanegara, Sport Nutrition. So she was the one who taking care of all the athletes' nutritional intake. And those who love research, and then journal papers, journal articles reading, they can go venture into research and scientific innovation. So we can share the world, the latest scientific informations. And those like just now I mentioned before, I also tried in the food safety company, QA, quality assurance and quality check. Last but not least, corporate wellness. Some of the company do needs a nutritionist to take care of their employees' health. So this is where nutritionists come into play. Okay, so with all the futures, everything's right. What builds the foundation? Actually, first thing first, of course, is nutritional knowledge foundation. You have to have a very strong knowledge foundation in order for you to apply the knowledge at work. And after you garnering all the knowledge, you got all the information, readings, assignments, things like that, you have to be very critical in thinking. You have to question, analyze, interpret, evaluate, and make the judgment of the information that you got, and application of rational, skeptical, and unbiased analysis and evaluation. So this is where you have to make use of your knowledge to apply at your daily life. And also, of course, communication skill. I think Ranita or any who graduated from IMU is always saying that communication skill is very, very important, because imagine you have to meet different people every day. It's like every day you imagine you go to markets, you talk to your parents, you talk to your friends, colleagues, everyone. You have to communicate effectively. But communicating effectively is it's not only face-to-face talking, like virtual talks, presentations, and then if you were to meet elderlies, you have to use a lot of layman terms instead of you just talking a lot of jargons. So this is where you need to learn communication skill. Then, of course, setting goals. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step. So everything will be paved out with the solid foundation and a clear direction. Last, great alma mater and great platform. A platform that allows you to learn holistically is really important. Imagine, believe it or not, last time I remember I talked to Dr. Megan saying that I'm an introvert. I cannot do presentation. I cannot talk to public. See, where am I today? I'm now talking to the publics now. So a great alma mater is very important for you to learn and grow. So it also provides you enough time for you to explore and try. So meaning to say, whenever you can approach to the lecturers in IMU, like last time I remember I talked to Dr. Snigdha saying that, actually my research, I would like to go into this direction. And Dr. Snigdha very helpful and very supportive in what I actually wanted to do. So this is where a great alma mater is a place for you to learn and grow before you really go into the workforce and apply whatever you learn. So thoughts, the things that I really wish to know earlier, to know earlier. So first thing first is, of course, define your career goals. So defining career goals, what does it mean? It's saying like, if one of you is saying that I want to become a very, very successful nutritionist in the future. So you have to define successful. Maybe some of people saying that successful, I want to be a great speaker, or I want to make a community, the public health to become is healthier, the obesity rate has to be lower. So you have to define your career goals, what you want to be. Okay, and another thing is ask. I'm glad that Ranita actually shared how she actually approached the lecturers in IMU, asking all the things, right? Yes, actually that's a good move for you, because learning, as we know, is learning. So therefore you have a great opportunity to ask lecturers all sort of questions that have in your mind. So there's no stupid question. It's just like you want to ask it or not, and you want to get the knowledge or not. And record all the moments. This is not like saying, record all the moments so that you can post it on social media. Yes, it's part of it, but then when you record all the moments, when you look it back after a few years, like now, I'm looking at the photos, everything, I realize how far have I achieved, and I can also reflect myself. Where can I improve, so on and so forth. So these are the how IMU actually shape us, equip us with all the technical skill and soft skill for us to enter the workforce. So it's not like today you learn about nutritional knowledge and you go into workforce, you only use about nutritional knowledge. No, the best is the technical skills on it. From the other side, we also have to go for soft skill like communication, analytical skill, critical thinking skill, and then how you manage the event planning, how do you learn about approaching do the pitching to the people. So all this is actually IMU equipped us that. All right, so that's all for my sharing today. Thank you, everyone. Feel free to ask if you have any question.
You guys, such a wonderful experience that you had, okay, regards to your journey as a nutritionist and also as a student in IMU. Okay, I'm glad that, okay, you feel that the environment in IMU is a safe environment, yeah, for you to explore and also to experiment, yeah, okay, and also, to learn. Definitely, this is something that I believe, okay, a lot of students have felt assured, okay, that the environment is indeed safe, yeah, okay, for you,
Yeah,
because
it's really safe, I would say. It's really safe. After I think Ranita and I also constantly meeting all the uni classmates until now. So everyone is saying that like IMU lecturer is very, very helpful. Until sometimes when we go into workforce, we will feel like a bit can't get used to it because you've got no one to ask anymore. You got no one to ask the feedbacks, everything. So this is in IMU, this is where you have to ask everything you can ask.
yeah, okay, we will take the questions, yeah, from the audience later on that is posted to you, yeah. Yeah. Now, up next, yeah, okay, we have Dr. Megan with us, yeah, okay, Dr. Megan Chong, who is the program director for the Bachelor of Science with Honors in Nutrition from International Medical University. She'll be sharing with us a presentation entitled Nutrition as a Career. Are you the right fit? Now, just a brief introduction, okay, yeah, with regards to Dr. Megan herself, yeah, she has been with IMU for quite some time, yeah, and she's been, okay, very passionate with teaching and also academic management, yeah, in research and so on and so forth too in the nutrition field. And she is also an active member, yeah, of the Nutrition Society Malaysia, and working closely also with the Ministry of Health Malaysia. Now over to you, Dr. Megan.
Thank you, Dr. Serene, for the kind introduction. Can I just have a quick check that you can see my screen and hear me clearly?
Yes, we can.
Thank you. First, I would like to say good afternoon and welcome everyone. Thank you for joining us today. I also would like to express a special thanks, to our alumni speakers, Ranita and Jess, for joining us today in this alumni homecoming career series webinars. I cannot, you probably can see this, I'm actually grinning ear to ear. What they share is a true endorsement, and recognition of what we do. And I truly, feel very proud of who you are and where have you been and where you are at now today, right? Yeah, thank you for coming back and sharing with us, and also sharing into a glimpse, of the world of a working nutritionist in the digital health and also the specialized nutrition sector. Okay. So I would like to start the session today by defining who is a nutritionist. You have heard from the previous speakers what they do. So according to the Allied Health Professionals definition, nutritionist is an individual who is trained professionally to be able to promote a nutritional well-being and also to control and prevent nutrition-related conditions, whether it is in individuals or population. right? Nutritionists, there are many nutritionists out there, and they actually seek employment in many sectors that you have heard. Yeah, many of them are actually in the health and wellness industry. They are in community pharmacies, health stores, health and wellness center, fitness industry, functional ingredients company, food and supplement companies, and like you hear from Ranita, in the digital nutrition consultancy sector. Yeah, there's also many nutritionists in the food and beverage businesses like Jazz. Yeah, and we also have many MNCs companies that have that house a team of nutritionists to look after the well-being of the employees and also to promote the health agendas to the clients and also the employees. Right? There's also many other sectors that nutritionists can find employment, and those who are having some entrepreneurial mindset, actually successfully open up, establish their own businesses, whether it is running delivery services, cafeteria, and food bars, juice bars, and etc. So what does a nutritionist do? It depending actually on the setting. It actually pretty varied. And also pretty wide in terms of their roles and responsibility and the portfolios that they hold. So nutritionists in the industry, they are actually tasked to ensure compliance to the regulations, be it in the nutrition information panel, the ingredient listing, the claims and all that. And you have to abide to the local authorities and the regulations. Besides that, nutritionists also contribute to research development, formulation and reformulation of the products to provide healthier alternatives to the consumers. The nutritionists in the industry also do critical appraisal of scientific evidences, what are the current literatures, and be able to communicate all these evidences to the consumers. The nutritionists in the public health sector, you have heard some of their experiences. They are of the frontliners that talk to the individuals, to the community, and to promote nutritional well-being and also prevention of diseases. Through various activities, through community programs, health promotions, and also, of course, individual and consultation. To get them to manage their health better. So now that you know who is a nutritionist and where they work, I would like to invite you to participate in a very short survey about what we are, the topic of today, nutrition as a career, are you a right fit? So I like to invite the audience to log on to pollev.com. Dr. Serene, if you can help me to post the link into the chat box. So in your opinion, what makes a good nutritionist? So what are the personality traits that are essential for a nutritionist? So you can submit as many responses as you like. There's no limit. And we'll see from here. Oh, I see. This is a word cloud, and the more responses given or being received of that the trait, it will be bigger. In terms of font size. So many actually say it's kind, passionate, outgoing, caring. Any more that is coming? Caring, creative, very good. Outgoing, empathy. Is a big word out there. Very interesting. The things that you that is being shared now. Improve. Yes, perhaps it is about self-improvement, talkative and bubbly. Very interesting. Okay, and creative. Okay, cool. Right. So keep that coming. So we're gonna see how it matches later to what the literatures are actually or the reports are actually showing. So this slide and these few slides after this are actually description from surveys done on pool of nutritionists of what their personality traits like and what are the personality traits that is best suited for the profession. Okay, so the first one is actually from the Holland codes. You probably would have attempted earlier before, because it helps you to match your personality to the professions. Yeah, so depending and the recommendations. Yeah, so nutritionists are said to be a bunch of curious thinkers. Yeah, they are very creative. And at the same time, they are introverts actually. Yeah, so Jess, you are actually fitting into the profiles. Yeah, so what we meant by introverts are not that they are not chatty or they are not bubbly, but actually they take time to they do a lot of this thinking. Yeah, thinking and a lot of deep thinking. Yeah, with and to look at to question, and also to do a lot of feedback. Where are they, what can I do better, what is the issue, and then to be very critical to analyze the situation and trying to problem solve. Yeah, so the traits that are that describes nutritionists using this Holland codes are actually artistic, enterprising, and investigative. Yeah, so they are also said to be natural born leaders and influencer. Yeah, so they are very good in motivating others. Yeah, particularly an important trait if you want to help your clients, yeah, to meet their health goals and all that. Right. So the other study that looked at personality traits of nutritionists is the Big Five personality. Yeah. So among the big keywords that describes nutritionists would be the sense of altruism or caring for others. They have this big sense of a social responsibility. Yeah, taking care of others. Yeah. So they find calling, by serving the community and also helping others to feel better or to be better. Right. So again, the similarities that we see here are curious, imaginative, yeah, and openness, flexibility. Yeah, to those are all important traits for a successful nutritionist. Right. So I think you're also going to be very familiar with this, the 16 personalities. So it is actually said, yeah, the combination of INFJ personality is best suited to make a successful nutritionist. Yeah. So some of the traits that are also associated, the person is actually full of professionalism values, very focused, very imaginative, and also very insightful. Yeah, so they are all deep thinkers. All right. So of course, other than the INFJ, yeah, so the other combination of personalities that also make good nutritionists are the INFP, also the ISFJ. Yeah, they are all combinations. Yeah, that see which of it of your strength. Okay, so I stand for introversion, intuition, feeling, and judging. Yeah, so I think for personality that best suits or makes good nutritionists are those feelers. Yeah, so you see, even though whether it doesn't matter whether you are with introversion or extroversion, is having the empathy, the feelers that would be an important trait to make a good nutritionist. All right. Let's see the what you have responded earlier, provided earlier. Yeah, and some of the similarity that we have seen from the reports and the sharing just now. Yeah, so kind and caring, imaginative, of course, working with others. Yeah, warmth, all these are important, yeah, personality traits to make a good or successful nutritionist. All right. So you have a big personality. Yeah, you also need the right passion, you need the right attitude, and of course, like the two pretty ladies have shared, you need the right skill set. Yeah, so you need the technical skills, you need to have a strong grounding in nutrition science, be business, media, technology savvy, and at the same time, yeah, possess this good organizational, project management, and of course, people skills. Right. So, you have heard about personality, you have heard about skill set. So how do you qualify to practice as a nutritionist? Yeah. So in Malaysia, nutritionist is actually a regulated profession. yeah, you by stipulation by the Allied Health Professional Act, yeah, you need to complete or receive undergraduate training in nutrition in order to be able to practice or be registrable as a registered nutritionist. Okay, I would like to share with the audience, yeah, the IMU nutrition program is actually recognized, yeah, and our students and our graduates are actually registrable under the Act to be registered nutritionists and able to receive their practicing license to practice in Malaysia. Okay, so in IMU, there's two pathways that you can complete your undergraduate degree in nutrition. One is to opt for our 3 years local IMU nutrition program, or you can also opt for our credit transfer program to Deakin's University, Australia. Yeah, our Dr. Zian later in the next presentation will share more details on this credit transfer option to Deakin's. Yeah. Okay, so when you come to IMU, like, the ladies have spoken a lot and shared a lot. I feel like I can actually, sail through this because they share from the heart, yeah, truly what they have experienced. So I just want to also reiterate, yeah, our IMU nutrition program is truly comprehensive, very robust, and it was actually developed with the input from industry leaders, yeah, that help us to enhance or to specify some of these requirements or competency that are needed for the future nutritionists. All right. So in their second year, third year, yeah, they will be doing a lot of modules. For example, nutrition marketing, functional food, sustainable nutrition, entrepreneurships. Yeah, all these modules builds on their skill set and make them work ready later in the future. Okay. So in IMU, we prioritize real world learning. So our students are exposed to the real community as early as semester 2, yeah. So along the 3 years program, they have opportunities, there are ample opportunities to do independent work, collaborative learning, yeah, and where they can actually apply what they have learned. They can also take that opportunity to develop and showcase their leadership skills, and also, yeah, to hone and refine, yeah, their communication, teamwork skills, yeah, and also project management skills. All these are important, yeah, that you have heard from our speakers earlier, that needed essential skills within the work settings that they are in right now. Okay, so we also believe, yeah, in learning beyond classroom, yeah, not just within classroom. So our students have opportunity to showcase their research findings, their research output in the national and regional scientific scientific conferences. Yeah, and I'm happy to share, our students have been receiving awards all the years, and I'm truly proud to be a faculty member and academician here. Yeah, the students do us proud. Yeah, students also have this opportunity for international exposures where they can do exchanges, network, and also participate in summer camps, research seminar with our partner universities. Yeah. And also to add on, yes, the students actually can opt to do mobility program where they can spend a short time, yeah, anywhere in the world, right? Okay, so we talk about personality, we talk about curriculum. Now we also talk about skills. Yeah, just wanting to reiterate again what have the speakers have shared about the importance of having a good mentor. So in IMU, we have established this academic mentorship where the mentors actually meet the mentees, yeah, on a regular basis to help them to identify where are the gaps, where do they need to improve, and how they can actually, through opportunities and resources, how they can actually close those gaps. Yeah. So you have heard from the girls, yeah, this kind of mentorship doesn't stop the day you graduate from your alma mater. Yeah, so this kind of mentorship relationships are built throughout, and your mentors will always be your mentors, will always be there to look out for you, like what the girl said. Yeah, and also to find out how you're doing, and we also cheer you on, whenever you are down or face any challenges. All right. So we have provided you with world-class exposure, curriculum, technology, skill set. Yeah, it is also important to equip the students with marketing skills. Yeah, how do you want to showcase your nutrition skills? Yeah, so in IMU, we also organize and help the students to prepare them for employment better by organizing workshops, career workshops to help them to build on CVs, how to prepare for internship, how do you prepare for interviews and all this. All this is helping, and also we hope to make truly work ready graduates. Okay, I'm almost coming to close to my end of presentation, but I need to share this with you. These are all our success stories. They are out there. They are making a difference in people's life, and you have heard directly from two success stories of ours today, Ranita and Jess. All right, and I'm truly proud, and they are making us still proud every day when they come back and share, what they have done, what have they accomplished, and truly happy for them. Okay, this is my last slide. I just wanted to tell you or to share again that for you to become a good nutritionist or successful nutritionist, you need the right personality, you need the right skill set, you need the right attitude. And of course, with the right training will get you there. Okay, so I just want to close this presentation by saying that join us, and your success story will be what will be featured in our next webinar series. So keep in touch, and do let us know how else that we can actually help you to realize your dreams to become a successful nutritionist. All right, with that, thank you. Over back to you, Dr. Serene.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Megan. Yeah, wow, it was interesting indeed. Yeah, I get to know our personality traits as a nutritionist.
We don't realize it, isn't it?
Exactly, and somehow I come to think of it, this is how it works, you see, okay, our personality trait and how it works hand in hand with the profession. We hear so much about, nutritionists making an impact and also a difference in the society. So so what do you think? The audiences, are you the right fit? It is. So if you're interested, please, do drop more questions at the Q&A box, and also ask, you feel free to contact us, and we will try our very best, to match your personality with the profession, definitely, with Dr. Megan's input. And we hear so much that IMU could offer and what this profession is all about from Dr. Megan. Now, Dr. Megan also shared with regards to our program in IMU that provides you the opportunity not only to graduate with a nutrition degree recognized in Malaysia, but also a credit transfer option. Am I right to say that?
Yes.
I think, this is something that is very different, from what I can see, in Malaysia. And this option is only available in Malaysia, in IMU itself, to graduate with a Bachelor of Nutrition Science from Deakin University, Australia itself. Now, you must be very curious how this works and what Deakin University has to offer. We have with us today Dr. Tan Si-Yen from Deakin University, who will be sharing with us more about this pathway to a rewarding nutrition career and how it works, in Australia. Now, just a brief introduction of Dr. Tan. Yeah, he is currently the Deputy Course Director of the Bachelor of Nutrition Science at Deakin University, Australia. Now, although, yeah, okay, Dr. Tan is actually in Australia, he's actually very close to us, yeah. Okay, he was in Malaysia before and he did complete his first degree in University Kebangsaan Malaysia itself, in Malaysia. And, okay, without further ado, okay, I'll pass the screen to you, Dr. Tan.
Thank you, Dr. Serene. I hope everyone can hear me well and can see my screen.
Yes, we can, yeah.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Very warm greetings from Melbourne, Australia, even though we are in the midst of winter. It's freezing cold here, but I feel very, very excited to be here. And I want to thank Dr. Serene for the kind introduction and also for IMU for the invitation for me to speak today. So as mentioned by Dr. Serene, I'm originally from Malaysia. You probably have guessed from my name as well. All right, so this is a slide about myself. So I'm just going to go through it very, very quickly. So I'm a registered nutritionist and I'm also an accredited practicing dietitian in Australia at the moment. And I'm also a deputy course director for the nutrition program at Deakin University, where I teach as a senior lecturer. So as mentioned earlier by Dr. Serene, I completed my first degree in Malaysia with UKM, and then I went over to Australia to complete my master's and PhD degree. After which I had a rather international career, as you can see there. Since 2010, I've worked in different countries, in different settings as well, due to my nutrition and dietetic training. So you can see that it's actually quite international as well, in addition to being very versatile. So coming back to this question, nutrition as a career, are you a right fit? So in my opinion, there are two things that we can consider. So the first thing is very important to understand what nutrition is. So this is a question that I ask my students every year when I see them. They're so excited, so enthusiastic. When they come to the class, I say, why do you pick nutrition? So most of the time, or not most of the time, actually 100% of the time, people will tell me, because I like food. So that's if you answer that, I think you are halfway through already. And I think as a Malaysian, it's not, it's quite easy for us, right? Because we all love our foods. So that's the first component of nutrition. And then the second component, of course, is you must be passionate about improving health as well. So in other words, there's a component of food, and there's also a component of health as well. So when we talk about health, then inevitably, we have to think about biology, chemistry as well. So it's a science-based subject or science-based degree. So if you answer yes, I like nutrition, I like foods, and I'm passionate about health, then I want you to consider the second aspect of nutrition, where you work in the future if you are a nutritionist. So again, I won't emphasize too much what's on this slide because you have heard so much already from the previous speakers. But in a nutshell, if you like to work in areas like this, for example, consultation, public health, if you'd like to work for yourself in the media and marketing space, you'd like to work in the food industry, and like myself in education or research, then nutrition might be a suitable career for you in the future as well. So as mentioned by Dr. Megan earlier, to become a nutritionist is not about studying through Facebook or Dr. Google. You study about, nutrition, you hear about this and that, and suddenly you become a nutritionist. It doesn't happen that way. So a nutritionist holds a nutrition degree or qualification. So that's very, very important. And they have to demonstrate competencies in nutrition when you combine together with all the soft skills and also your personalities as well. So in combination, then it makes you a nutritionist. And as mentioned earlier, a nutritionist is registered and protected by the Malaysian Allied Health Profession Act 2016. So meaning that not anyone, from the road can claim as a nutritionist. and start giving advice. So that's something very important. So how do you get a nutrition degree? So there are many, many options that you can consider in Malaysia. IMU being one of them, where they offer a very good nutrition program. And also, as Dr. Megan mentioned earlier, we do have a transfer program where students come from IMU to Deakin University and complete their degree with us. So that today I'm going to spend a little bit of time telling you a little bit about this transfer program. It is a pet project that I started about 3 years ago with IMU. I was really passionate about this because, you know, having benefited from studying overseas myself and also understanding, you know, how eager people in Malaysia are very keen to go out and explore the world and get a degree overseas. I started this conversation with IMU, and after working on it for a short period of time, we finally have this transfer program. So I'm very proud to share with everyone today. So you might be thinking, like, what's Deakin University? You probably haven't heard a lot about Deakin University. You probably have heard about bigger or more well-known universities like Monash Universities or Melbourne University, things like that. But I'm going to convince you that Deakin University is equally good, if not better, than the universities that I've talked about just now. So Deakin University is not as well known as other universities, as mentioned earlier, because it's a relatively young university. As you can see on the slide, it was founded only in 1974. And the name actually came from our second Prime Minister in Australia, Alfred Deakin. And Deakin University, we have a number of campuses. And you can see from the slide here that, oops, my apology. So you can see that we actually have a number of campuses throughout Victoria. So this is the state of Victoria in Australia. And we have 5 campuses within the state of Victoria. And I'm currently located at the Melbourne Burwood campus, where we have the most number of students, standing at around 27,000 students based on our statistics from last year. And as you can see there, most of them are undergraduate students, about 15,000 postgraduate students. And if we look at the breakdown of the students, you can see that we have approximately 20% of students coming from different countries. And to be accurate, 134 different countries around the world. Here are the top 5 countries of origin of our international students. So I guess the point that I want to highlight here is that we host a lot of international students, and we do have experience in hosting international students as well. And we look after our students very well. A few things that I want to highlight for Deakin Universities: we are ranked as top 1% of the world universities. We are ranked top 50 among the young universities, so we call that 50 under 50. And also something that we are very, very proud about is that we have been voted as the most, having highest overall satisfaction from undergraduate students in the state of Victoria for 13 consecutive years. So this is a huge achievement. And when we talk about Victoria, the state of Victoria, we are talking about Monash universities, we are talking about University of Melbourne being in the same state as well. And we have been voted 6 consecutive years as having best overall student experience in Victoria as well. So you can see that we do invest a lot in providing good education to students. And I hope that you are convinced by the awards that we have won over the last 15 years or so. So this is a slide showing our campus. So we are proud to be a young campus, a vibrant campus as well. So you don't see old buildings, you see a lot of some very innovative buildings. As you can see here, this is a little bit more, a bit sci-fi kind of a feel to it. And this is actually belong to our school, the School of Exercise and Nutrition Science. So let me tell you a little bit about the Bachelor of Nutrition Science program that we were talking about. So the Bachelor of Nutrition Science is a 3-year program at the Melbourne Burwood campus. We do have 2 intakes every year in trimester 1 and trimester 2. And when students come to us, they basically complete 24 credit points or units in total over the 3 years in order to graduate with a nutrition degree. And when they graduate, they basically are eligible to become a member of the Nutrition Society of Australia, and they can apply to become an associate nutritionist upon their graduation. And with a few years of experience, they can actually upgrade themselves to become a registered nutritionist. So that's the benefit of completing a nutrition degree with us in Australia. And if you are considering the IMU Deakin Transfer Program, you complete the first couple of years with IMU in Malaysia, and you come to us in year 3. And when you complete 8 units with us, then you graduate with a Deakin diploma or certificate. So this is just a diagram showing the units that you'll be completing with us. So we have 5 core units that you have to complete, plus you have the choice of 3 elective units that you want to complete while you study with us. So there are a range of elective units that you can choose from, and based on what you are interested in. For example, you can choose something to do with food analysis. You can choose something to do with sports nutrition, for example. So the choice that there are so many different choices that you can select from a list of elective units from Deakin University. And as part of the degree, when you come to us in year 3, you'll be completing what we call a food and nutrition practicum unit, where you are given the opportunity to go to different places. You can pick one place. For example, this is a list of the different organizations that we have partnership with, where we send our students to as well. So what it means is that students will spend about 100 hours at different organizations to understand how they operate, to gain some experience. And oftentimes, some students, they do get a job offer after the nutrition practicum as well. So we do find that very valuable for our students. So we understand that for students coming to Australia, there are many, many different concerns, and we try to make life, transition easier for our students. And we put in a lot of different programs and supports for our students, and we help them with a lot of a range of different things. For example, starting from enrollment and visa application, we do in fact have a country manager that is based in Kuala Lumpur. And when students come to us, we can organize for airport pickup, for example. We can help them settling into Deakin. We have a number of services that can help students to overcome things like, for example, homesickness, financial difficulties, and things like that. And we also have programs that encourage students to be active and interact with local students as well. And like IMU, we have a lot of different services when it comes to academic services as well. So we have mentoring program where we can help students with a range of academic related challenges. We do have over 80 clubs and societies that can allow students to participate and be active in. For example, we have the Food and Nutrition Society that's run by students for students, and we do encourage our students to be active in the association because they do have input into what we do in our program as well. So meaning that, if we are changing our curriculum, we will have student representative from the society to make sure that what we change actually suits their needs. We do have medical centers on campus as well, and graduate employment is something that we put a lot of effort in as well. And we have a division that is dedicated to graduates employability. So that division is called Deakin Talent. And basically they offer a range of activities starting from preparing the resume, preparing cover letter, practicing your interview, for example, and they even have services like, finding jobs before graduation in order to build up skills and also experiences while getting paid at the same time. So we do have this dedicated division that has been really, really helpful for students to be employed as soon as they graduate. All right, so another big thing that big concern for parents or even students coming to Australia is the fees. What are we talking about when it comes to the cost? So I can share with you that in terms of tuition fee, based on the 2024 guide, it's going to be about $38,000 per year. So that's the final year when you come to us through IMU. That's the tuition fees. And then when it comes to the living expenses, we are talking about $21,000, which includes a range of different things, as you can see here, starting from accommodation to all other living expenses as well. So that all add up to about 21,000 plus 38,000 of tuition fees. However, we do understand, given the weak exchange rate for the Malaysian ringgit, we try to help as much as possible. We do have scholarships that we offer to our students, and there are various types of scholarship available as well, ranging from the Vice Chancellor scholarship that pays for 50 to 100% of your tuition fees, down to about 25% of the tuition fees. So in fact, we do have a student from IMU coming to us in 2 days. Actually, she's coming over on Monday. We are very excited about that. And she managed to secure an international scholarship for her tuition fees during her final year with us as well. Another thing that can lessen the burden when it comes to expenses is, of course, work. So if you come to us as a full-time student on a student visa, you're allowed to work up to 40 hours per fortnight as well, if that helps to pay some of the bills as well. And it is a good way to get some experience as well, especially if you need some skills or, additional skills or experience to be added to the resume. All right, so I think this is my final slide. So why should you consider studying abroad? Based on my own experience, I think there are a number of benefits that you can potentially gain from studying abroad. Apart from getting a Deakin University qualification, you can get international perspective in nutrition. You can build your network as well, which is really, really important, because based on my own experience, again, I still work with my colleagues from different countries where I worked in the past. You can experience new culture, you can see the world, and also at the same time, you learn, improve your language skills, and also develop confidence when you come to a different country, when you learn to look after yourself as well. So I think several benefits to be gained from this opportunity. And that's all for my talk today. Thank you very much. I'll hand back to you, Dr. Serene.
For the interesting presentation regards, the opportunities that we have with IMU and also with Deakin University. Now, we have come to the Q&A session. I see a couple of questions being posted in the Q&A panel. We will begin with the questions that is available in the Q&A panel. The first one. Perhaps this would be posted to Dr. Megan. When will the students get the industry placement, and who are these placements or industries? Over to you, Megan.
Thanks, Dr. Serene. Thank you for the question. I think, for the IMU nutrition program, the students do internship in the final year. That is the short semester at the last year, the third year. A 10 weeks placement in health clinics, followed by a 16 weeks placement in the industry of your selection. So you can, depending on your interest, like what the students have, the alumni have shared, you can opt to be in sports sector, the food industry, or the the medias, companies, medias and project management company. There's so many opportunities. We do have a list of partners that you can choose from there, or if you feel that you want to venture something else, yeah, you can always let us know, and we will be in contact with the company to also to see, yeah, how can the setting support your learning and meet the outcomes that we would like you to meet during placement. Okay, so who are they? We have our partners like Top Glove, Nestle, where else? Fonterra, where else the students have been. I can't recall at the moment. Yeah, there's so many. Yeah, BioLife and research areas. Yeah, many students actually opted to be in the industry. Yeah, so many are going to there, and also we do have a small proportions who are interested in sports. So they are with SNA, they are with ISN. These are some of the reputable names, yeah, big names in the sports nutrition area. So it depends on your interests. Yeah, then we can help to see how we can help you get there. Okay.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Megan. We have another question. Okay, this is regarding the practicing license. I think, okay, Megan, you need to take this question again. Now, how does
Okay.
practicing license work? It says, okay, is it available only in Malaysia? This person is actually from Johor. Can I work as a nutritionist in Singapore after I finish the nutrition degree in IMU in this case?
Yeah. Thanks again for the questions. We do have our alumni working in Singapore, so there's no issue at all for the person or for the graduates, yeah, to opt to work in Singapore and also elsewhere abroad, yeah. So the practicing license is by the requirement of this Allied Health Act, yeah, for all nutritionists, all practicing nutritionists to be registered. So you, upon registration, you will receive, a number, yeah, RN, what number? So that actually implies a registration. And with that, you are also required to apply for a practicing license, yeah, so that is renewable. That with registration and the license, yeah, that allows you to practice as a nutritionist in Malaysia. Okay, the registration is currently ongoing. We have just started since last year. It's still is ongoing, yeah. So this is a process that is made in place, like what shared by Dr. Yan just now, yeah, to safeguard the public, so that you only hear from a nutritionist, a well-trained nutritionist, and as well as to protect the profession as well, yeah.
Thank you, Dr. Megan. Yeah, I think that's very clear in regards to, the practicing license, yeah, okay, related and also registered, okay, for the nutritionist profession itself. I think, okay, the public really needs to know that, okay, you need to get the correct information from the correct person, right? That is why, this particular act was, okay, approved, and also all nutritionists will be registered under this to ensure that the correct information is shared to the public. Now, okay, we have one question, yeah, okay, that is posted to Jess and also Ranita, I believe. Okay, this question is: what is most rewarding in your career, thus far? Yeah, maybe you could share. Maybe you can begin with Ranita first, perhaps.
Thanks, Dr. Sering, and thanks for the person that asked this question. What is most rewarding to have done nutrition? I believe, just to be a graduate from IMU and the curriculum that was developed back then, and I personally believe it has improved right now. It has met international standards. And like I said earlier, I still remember very vividly on my first day of my internship when I was put out there, right? I felt confident as my lecturers, the extracurricular involvement, the safe environment that IMU gave me, equipped me with all the knowledge, confidence, and of course, the soft skills to work in a professional environment in the real world. So it is very rewarding being a nutrition graduate, because you have a wide career ahead of you, from working in academia like Dr. Megan, working in research, healthcare communications, digital health space like myself, business, even starting up your own business practice, and also, of course, in the public setting in the government. The government needs more nutritionists. And I believe to ensure a whole nation which is healthy and also a sustainable solution to having a healthy lifestyle for everyone in Malaysia, we definitely need more nutritionists, because prevention is better than cure, and nutritionists are needed for that. And that is why, and that is only through more nutrition graduates from IMU. Thank you. Back at you, Dr. Suri.
Thank you, Ranita. How about Jess? What do you think? What's the most rewarding part of this career journey that you had?
I think the most rewarding part is like you have got no idea previous. If you're back into 2018 when I just graduated, I got no idea I can come to this far. So that's the most rewarding part, is like you achieve more than you thought. And you achieve whatever you don't dare to believe and don't dare to dream once. Like, I cannot dream that I can meet doctors every day. I can give a public talk to all the people who are there thinking, what is your product? So you are there to share all this information because you have equipped with all the soft skills, of course, like communication skill, and of course, the solid foundation, the solid nutritional knowledge foundation, which you are very confident to convey. I think this is really the most rewarding part for me.
Wow, thank you, Jess and Ranita. Those are really, great insights. Oh, there are a couple more questions in the Q&A panel. Okay, there's one question that is asking about, postgraduate degree. Yeah, okay. Hi, Yanling. Yeah, I have a question. Does having a master's give you a significant advantage when it comes to job scopes? And is having a degree only sufficient to pursue a nutrition career? Perhaps, Yan, you were sharing with regards to postgraduate opportunities. Maybe you can take this question.
Sure, happy to take that question. Good question, Yanling. Based on my understanding, undergraduate degree and master's degree, they give you the same training. So whether or not you complete a nutrition degree at a bachelor degree or at a master's degree, you should have similar kind of a qualification and skills to go into that career. It doesn't really give you any more advantage than a bachelor degree. So meaning that if you have a bachelor degree in nutrition already, and if you do another master degree in nutrition without any specialization, it doesn't give you any more, advantage over a bachelor degree, unless your master degree is with a particular focus, for example, whether it's public health, nutrition, or other areas, so then it will give you that advantage. But otherwise, it's just a master's degree in nutrition. It's basically meant for someone with a different degree, bachelor degree, for them to go into the nutrition when they study master degree for that qualification. So I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I also agree. I think if you do intend to pursue a postgraduate degree, then have something that could really boost up your where you want to be. Club it with business, MBA, or even public health nutrition that actually will get you somewhere else. Yeah, it open more doors actually. Yeah, so it actually depends on your interest and where you want to be, which sectors you will like. Particularly if you're looking at a research centers, research area, or in academics, you would be needing postgraduate studies. Yeah, but if you're thinking to join industries, having a degree in nutrition will be good enough. But if you want to have advantage, particularly usually in management skills, in strategic thinking skills, or project management, or deeper into, some people are doing counseling, some people are doing much more, a specialized area like what Dr. Zian mentioned. So that will really helps you to build up more rounded skills.
Thank you, Dr. Megan, and also Dr. Tan, again, for explaining with regards to the, postgraduate opportunities and what it complements, yeah, how it complements the degree, yeah, in nutrition. Now there is another question here. Can we work at gym centers after graduate? Okay, from IMU. I think, this question is asking in terms of the career prospects for nutritionists in the country and also in perhaps, globally, how it works in Australia. Maybe maybe Yan, you can answer first, then we have Megan to continue. Yep.
Sure. From my experience in Australia, I have seen graduates working in the gym after that, whether that's employed by the gym itself, the company itself, or they have their own private practice. So meaning that they set up their own company and they give, coaching and training when it comes to nutrition for sports and training. Megan?
Yes, yes, yes. You certainly can. Yeah, doesn't stop you. Yeah, you can, like what Dr. Yan says. We have graduates working with fitness centers. Yeah, and then we also have some that venture to private practice as well, where they help with the coaching, the nutrition related nutrition advisors, and they do. Yeah, they are not just. I mean, for you to be again well-rounded, it's not just nutrition. You probably will need to top up with some, fitness certifications and all that, where our students do have the opportunity. Yeah, so then you can help offer a more holistic approach, to your clients, where you also give nutritional advices as well as fitness strategies, yeah, to help them to get to their goals and all that.
Can I quickly add one point? I'll quickly add one point as well. And I think one growing area that is still not very well recognized is the area of coaching or training for older adults. So aging is a big problem now. We have a lot of people who are growing old, and then when you grow old, you have a lot of health problem. You lose your muscle mass, and a lot of them, they do need training and good nutrition to prevent malnutrition. So this is an area I think will grow very significantly in the next 10 years or so. And I think, this is an area that is not very well explored yet. And I think there are a lot of opportunities in the area in the future as well.
Correct. Yeah, with all the aging populations coming out and us, being moving to aging society and aging nation.
So,
Serene?
yeah, it seems like, the career is not just related to gym, and also, the older adults, just growing population definitely needs, nutritionists to provide, advice, assist them, to grow healthily, aging healthily is actually not easy, definitely, and nutritionist plays a big role in this. So would you say that, the nutritionist career is not just limited to what was shared by Ranita, Jess, in terms of their experiences, but also there are many more areas to explore, I believe, Megan, Yan, what do you think?
Yeah, like all the speakers have shared, the opportunities are very diverse, very versatile, a very versatile career, and the prospects are truly good, as like what one of my colleagues said, as long as people eat, then there will be roles for nutritionists, and the interest towards health, is always going to be there, right? On prospects, I can just shared from our data, like what Ranita and Jess have shared. 100% of our graduates are actually secure employment within the first 6 months upon graduation, and we do have many who received offer letters or when they even when they are doing the internship itself. So the prospects for the careers is actually great.
Absolutely, I agree. I think the future is very bright for nutrition, and there are so many different areas that we can go into. It's not limited, and I think there are many emerging areas as well, like using technology, using digital health, equity, food security, those kind of areas, and even sustainability is a big thing nowadays. So there are so many things, and I think the the options are just endless.
Yeah, okay, it sounds, okay. So coming back to that question, nutrition as a career, are you a right fit? Yeah, okay. With all the opportunities and the prospects that is provided with this profession, yeah, I believe all the people, the audience that's with us today, present today, okay, have heard so much from both Dr. Tan, yeah, Dr. Megan, and also Jess and Ranita. Yeah, however, due to time, we no longer are able to take in questions asked, but please do not hesitate to contact us for further information related to the program. We will be more than happy to answer all the questions, yeah, okay, especially Dr. Megan, yeah, myself, and also Yan, yeah, okay, Dr. Tan, okay, with regards to, the career profession, with regards to the program, with regards to matters that's related to the enrollment matters, yeah, okay, please do not hesitate to contact us. Yeah, and thank you so much once again to all speakers for the wonderful, for your time, yeah, for making time for this webinar and also the wonderful sharing. Really want to thank both of our alumni that make time to come back, and also Yen and also Megan. Yeah, I believe that's all. Yeah, okay, so yeah, so for the questions, yeah, okay, that you would like to share and also post, you may contact us directly and we will try our very best to answer them as soon as we can. Yeah. Thank you.